welcome back to my channel. I am back with this week's Teen Mom Recap. Before I get started, I would love it if you would go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos weekly about Teen Mom Family Reunion, Next Chapter, and Teen Mom Young and Pregnant. I recap the episodes and make them a lot shorter, sweeter, and funnier, so if that's something that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and subscribe. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this week's recap. It's finally Cheyenne's wedding week, so she asks, what's the total head count of who's coming? 276, but Corey might not come because of that movie he's filming. Are the Teen Mom girls coming? Well, they're certainly not filming any movies, so of course they are. I originally invited all the cast, but I uninvited Ashley since she has drama with the majority of people. Not even just the cast, she said people, like people in general. I don't blame her though. Every single reunion that Ashley is at, she's spitting and twerking and fighting, and we can't have the attention off of Cheyenne at this wedding. It's less than a week before the wedding, and Zach is just now flying to Vegas to get his suit and tie. He doesn't try it on until he gets back to California, and then when he does finally try it on, he says, it's like a dress. It's too long. I'm not wearing this. Why didn't you try it on before flying back to California? These rich people habits are truly a mystery to me. Brianna was planning to go to the wedding, but Hurricane Ian is coming to Florida, and already Nova's school is canceled for the next few days. She tells her fake new best friend Macy that her flight is probably going to get canceled. The next Ashley scene starts with Ashley saying, now that I'm in school, you know, in 6 years, I could be a doctor, slicing and dicing your ass up. First of all, I think you're already doing that without a doctorate. Second of all, being a doctor takes more like 12 years of school. So Cheyenne texted me. She said, hi, I don't think it's appropriate for you to attend my wedding. It's a special day and I don't want drama. Hope you understand. Ashley does not understand. She says, I'm done with y'all bitches. Y'all gonna put me in prison. Yeah, I think you'll do that to yourself, just like Bar's dumbass does to himself later in this episode. But wouldn't it just be great if Ashley just showed up to the wedding anyway and caused havoc? I would just love that. Watching Ashley twerk as Cheyenne stomps and cries and calls the cops would truly be the highlight of this season. At the end of the scene, it says Ashley has left the chat on their little fake-ass, weird-ass Instagram live thing. Later, she talks with Bar about her school that she's about to start. First, they're playing with Holly, and she says, Holly, do you know how to cook? Bar says, I can use the stove. Can you? I don't think Bar's using the stove to cook food. So, my long-term goal is to be a nurse practitioner. It's very close to being a doctor. And I just want to thank you guys for moving. I know I threw it on you guys. Then Bar says, this is our next chapter. This cast says this phrase a lot on this new series, Next Chapter. I'm pretty sure I've heard all of them say it at least once, and it's obviously forced, seeing as it's the title of the show. Like, I'm pretty sure producer Larry is standing behind the camera with a cattle prod, threatening them if they don't say Next Chapter at least once per scene. Leah and Jalen awkwardly meet the next morning, and Leah apologizes for being angry. She says, I don't have that perfect family dynamic. That's why I was shocked you even asked for a blessing. Jalen says, I was trying to be traditional and respectful. It doesn't have to be traditional though. You only need approval from my daughters. Jalen says, I'm a perfectionist, okay? Like during the proposal, I'm thinking, how's the sunset? How's the weather? Do we have approval? Is my phone on Do Not Disturb so you don't hear the text coming in from my side dude? I think he is a perfectionist in that everything has to look perfect for social media and for the audience, but not for Leah. But Leah accepts that his perspective was different and they make up. But more recently, she posted that she specifically asked him not to ask her stepdad for a blessing, especially on camera, and he did it anyway, which is why she was so annoyed. Macy calls Brianna, and Brianna says, I can't go to the wedding because of the hurricane. They just canceled all flights. Oh no, that sucks. How's Devon? Well, his mom called me a bitch. Macy says, damn, man. And she says it in that voice where you could totally tell she doesn't give a shit. And MTV is making her talk to Brianna. It's kind of like when the crackhead sitting outside of the gas station starts talking to you when you're just trying to go in and buy some chips. And you just have to be like, wow, that's crazy, dude. Damn, man, that's wild. In desperate hopes that they'll just shut up and leave you alone. Zach tells Cheyenne, so, we're getting married tomorrow, and I need a suit. Cheyenne says, I got my dress a year ago, and you're getting your suit the day before? Yes, Cheyenne, and you also bought his ring about 3 days ago, so I don't know why you're talking. Anyway, he chooses a suit and they leave. I get the feeling he didn't actually go to Vegas for the suit. There's plenty of suit stores in California where they live. I betcha he went there for his secret bachelorette party. And Nevada is the only state with legalized prostitution, just throwing that out there. Next, they show everyone getting ready to fly to Cheyenne's wedding. Well, everyone except Ashley, and Brianna, and Amber. Gary is there, and someone asks him, why'd you come alone? Well, Christina's watching the kids, and Amber is emotionally drained after her visit with James. How much you want to bet that trip was like 2 months before the wedding? Also, when they show Caitlin and Tyler getting ready to leave, Caitlin asks Tyler, "Did you bring your Viagra?" Gross. Meanwhile, back in Nevada, Ashley got into a car accident. She later tells her producer, "We were hit by a drunk driver who was turning left on red. Everything was silent and smoky, and my ears were ringing. The airbags went off and trapped Holly inside the car. She was sandwiched between the car and the door, and she has a little bump on her head. Thankfully, though, everyone is okay. But someone is missing. Where's Barr?" Well, Barr went to the police station to get our property from the car released, and they realized he had a warrant out for his arrest. He was arrested on a fugitive charge because another state picked him up. What happened? It was a fugitive warrant for negligent discharge of a firearm. He's being held by Nevada until California decides to let him go. He could be extradited or maybe bailed out, but we don't know yet. I'm not missing school or stopping my life for this. I'll just hope for the best. I can't feed into depression because I'm focusing on this nursing program. And then just then, Ashley gets a phone call. "An inmate is calling you. Would you like to accept the charges?" Barr answers and tells her, "Worst case scenario, I could get 5 years in prison." Why would you step into a police station knowing there is a warrant out for your arrest and thinking they'll just not notice? Could Ashley not have gone and gotten the belongings? Like, this is almost dumber than the time you tatted your eyebrows, my dude. Come on. It's the day of Cheyenne's wedding, which means we'll finally get to stop hearing about it, which is great. Cheyenne writes letters to both of her parents that she reads to them before the ceremony. It's very cute, and they hug and they cry. Cheyenne also sees Zach for the first time that day, and they kiss. Someone yells, "You're not supposed to do that till the ceremony!" And she says, "We do everything our way anyway." Later, for the actual ceremony, Cheyenne comes down this grand staircase, and everyone is crying. They show all the Teen Mom cast blotting their tears away, and then Ryder is also there, like, delicately blotting her tears with a tissue, which I thought was really funny. When Cheyenne's dad has to pass her off to Zach, he refuses to let go for, like, an awkwardly long time. And finally he tells Zach, "King, you better take care of her." They say their vows. Cheyenne says, "I will always be your ace, your ride or die. I just want to see what you can do now." And he says, "Being able to watch Ryder grow has been amazing. This is a patient love, a real love, an unbreakable love. It was always you." Cheyenne says, "I give you this ring, and you better like it." And they are officially married! Yay! And then we get like some footage here and there of the reception, dancing. Oh, looks really fun. It actually looks really good. And that's all for this episode of Teen Mom The Next Chapter. What do you think of Cheyenne's wedding? And what do you think about Ashley being uninvited? Do you think she deserved that? Make sure to leave a comment down below, and make sure to subscribe for more Teen Mom recaps every week.